Hello everyone, and welcome to Golden Years. I'm so glad you're here. One of the biggest concerns we often hear about is the risk of falls, especially at home where they should feel safest. Over these next few videos, we're going to be taking a deep dive into practical tips and advice you can use to make a real difference. So, whether you're caring for an aging parent, grandparent, or simply want to be prepared for the future, this series is for you. Let's be honest, we've all tripped over something we didn't see, haven't we? A stray shoe left in the hallway, a rug that's seen better days. But as we get older, what seems like a minor stumble can have much bigger consequences. That's why our first tip is all about removing tripping hazards and creating clear pathways in the home. Think of it like this. Every item left lying around is a potential obstacle course for someone with less mobility or balance issues. So, our first port of call is to declutter. Now, I'm not suggesting you channel your inner Marie Kondo and get rid of everything, but a good tidy up, especially in walkways, can make a world of difference. Next, let's talk about rugs. I know they can really tie a room together, but they're also notorious for causing trips. If you can, try and remove any rugs that aren't absolutely necessary. If your loved one is set on keeping a rug for sentimental reasons, or just because it brightens up the room, make sure it's secured properly. You can get some really good non-slip rug pads these days that work wonders. And while you're on a roll, take a look at any electrical cords or wires that might be trailing across the floor. These are like tripwires waiting to happen. Try and reroute them. Use cord organizers or tape them down securely. By taking the time to remove tripping hazards and improve lighting, you're not only reducing the risk of falls, but also boosting your loved one's confidence and independence. You know, I think bathrooms can be the most challenging rooms to navigate as we get older. Slippery surfaces, awkward angles. It's a recipe for disaster if you're not careful. But fear not. With a few simple additions, we can transform a bathroom from a potential hazard zone into a haven of safety and security. And the secret weapon in our arsenal? Grab bars and handrails. They're like having a trusty friend by your side, offering support and stability exactly where it's needed most. Now, when I say grab bars, I don't mean those flimsy plastic things that look like they belong in a hospital bathroom. Oh no, we're talking about sturdy, well-placed bars that blend seamlessly with the decor. First up, the shower or bath area. This is where most accidents tend to happen, so it's crucial to have grab bars strategically placed for getting in and out safely. Ideally, you want one on the wall inside the shower or bath, and another one just outside for extra support. And don't forget about the toilet area. A grab bar installed beside the toilet can make a world of difference for someone who struggles with standing up or sitting down. But remember, it's not just about installing grab bars and handrails. It's about making sure they're installed correctly and securely. You don't want them coming loose at the worst possible moment. So, if you're not confident doing it yourself, it's always best to call in a professional. We've tackled clutter, banished rogue rugs, and become best friends with grab bars. Now, let's talk about something that can make a world of difference. Literally, lighting. You see, as we get older, our eyesight naturally changes, and what might seem like adequate lighting to us can be a completely different story for our elderly loved ones. Dimly lit hallways, shadowy corners, staircases shrouded in darkness. It's enough to make anyone nervous, let alone someone who's already a bit unsteady on their feet. But fear not, my friends, because with a few simple tweaks and additions, we can brighten up their world and make their home a beacon of safety and security. first things first, let's assess the current situation. Take a walk around their home and pay attention to the lighting in each area. Are there any dark spots, particularly in high traffic areas like hallways, staircases, and bathrooms? Are the light switches easy to reach, or do they require a bit of gymnastics? Once you've identified any potential problem areas, it's time to bring in the light. For hallways and staircases, consider installing brighter bulbs or adding extra light fixtures. And speaking of hallways, those little motion sensor night lights I mentioned earlier, they're an absolute godsend. Imagine this. Your loved one needs to get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. Instead of fumbling for a light switch in the dark, these clever little lights automatically come on as soon as they sense movement, guiding their way safely and preventing any unnecessary stumbles. We've decluttered, we've installed grab bars, and we've illuminated every nook and cranny. Now, let's talk about something that often gets overlooked when it comes to preventing falls: footwear. You see, those stylish slippers or loose-fitting shoes might look nice, but they can be a recipe for disaster when it comes to stability and balance. It's time to ditch the slippery soles and embrace footwear that's both comfortable and supportive. Think of shoes as the foundation for good balance and stability. Just like you wouldn't build a house on shaky ground, you don't want your loved one walking around in shoes that don't offer proper support. So, what makes for good footwear in the fight against falls? Well, first and foremost, we need to talk about grip. Slippery floors are a hazard waiting to happen, so it's crucial to choose shoes with non-slip soles. Look for shoes with rubber or textured soles that provide good traction, especially on smooth surfaces like tiles or wooden floors. And while we're on the subject of soles, let's talk about heel height. Aim for shoes with a low, flat heel, or even better, no heel at all. The fit of the shoe is equally important. Make sure your loved one's shoes fit snugly and securely, with good arch support and adjustable straps or laces for a customized fit. We've covered a lot of ground in this series, haven't we? From banishing tripping hazards to embracing the power of grab bars, we've explored practical tips and tricks to make a home safer for our elderly loved ones. But there's one final piece of the puzzle that I believe is absolutely crucial: exercise. Now, before you switch off thinking, Davina's lost it. She's suggesting Granny takes up marathon. It helps to strengthen muscles, improve bone density, and boost our overall sense of balance and coordination. And the best part? It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Even a little bit of regular exercise can make a world of difference. So, what kind of exercises are we talking about? Well, activities like Tai Chi and yoga are fantastic for improving balance and flexibility. They involve slow, controlled movements that challenge your balance and coordination in a safe and gentle way. Plus, they're low impact, so they're easy on the joints. Well, there you have it. Our whistle-stop tour of ways to help our loved ones stay safe and independent in their own homes. Remember, falls are a serious issue, but they don't have to be an inevitable part of aging. By taking these simple steps, you can make a world of difference. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Do subscribe to our channel for more tips to keep your beloved elderly ones safe at home. Let's create a community of support and share our knowledge to help keep our loved ones safe and sound.